Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. And yeah, just go ahead with the satsang, please, Mark.
Okay, thank you. We'll start this morning with an open talk with Tina and Yerne. Tina and Yerne, can you bring yourselves on, please?
Thank you.
Hello, Gurpreet.
Hello, Tina. Hello, Yerne. Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. So we wanted to have another open talk about relationships.
Okay.
The other one that we had one additional open talk about relationships a while ago, and it was actually quite useful for us. Like I noticed some changes throughout that period. It was really useful. And recently we had Loretta and Thomas visiting us, so we spent quite some nice time together. And we also discussed about relationships and their struggles and our struggles. And so at some point I really felt like we needed another one. Like I felt this very strongly, so I messaged Mark to kind of see if that's an option.
Sure. Yes.
We are both very thankful for the opportunity.
Yes.
And we were kind of, as I was mentioning, discussing a lot with Thomas and Loretta the various struggles, and we have some of them listed down and we want to talk about them. But kind of to generalize, it always felt like it boils down to either like boundaries, not having clear boundaries, or intermixed boundaries, or a confusion with boundaries, and also about giving space. Like there are many issues, but it almost seems like they often boil down to this. For example, my struggle would be, let's say, I immediately feel when Tina is going crazy. Like I feel the discomfort in me, like something starts to feel very uncomfortable. And then instead of giving her space, like I try to fix her. And then we just go into some kind of spiral of something. Or, for example, I can sometimes be very assertive and say something very sharply, like, don't do that, or what did you do? And immediately it hits her and she feels the pain. And then she gets sad. And then she's like, why are you like that to me? Why don't you let me be as I am? And then it usually starts circling, because I say, why don't you let me be as I am by letting me be angry at you? You know? And I saw this circle like a million times.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just like you see that, like you are the one first noticing whatever she going through. And when you noticing, it's your responsibility to just be present within in that discomfort, in that issue, whichever way is just coming up through her presence, whichever way she's struggling. Right? So it's like instead of just go out, that's habit, that's belief, that like I can maybe tell her a little bit and then she can get out of it sooner.
And then I go out of it, you know?
Yeah. Because it's like this way, it's like you already speaking, it doesn't work. Right? So you being within, whichever way you got triggered through her presence within you, then it's no longer for about her, but the way she's struggling is helping you to stay within. It's not comfortable state in yourself though, but you choose to stay within as is. Because more you choosing to stay present within, it's like you know that these thoughts are coming. Maybe I should, right? Yeah, no need to participate. Just bear with this discomfort, bear with these agitations, or bear with these even attempts to fix her or something, or to be relieved. 'Cause this is the way you letting her be when
Mm.
you being in yourself as is.
Mm, mm. But like this is sometimes like this would be the letting be, but the boundaries is that sometimes it feels even too much, like, you know, maybe even, for example, sometimes we go to a restaurant and I see a woman or a guy struggling at the other table, and again I'm starting to feel their, you know, the same kind of tension, and I can't relax. And Tina's why can't you relax? And I say, look at that guy, he's, you know. So how does this plays into all of this? Because
Yes, yes. It's like you see that, like you are becoming sensitive as well, what others are experiencing. It's like you becoming more conscious of in yourself, even for your own relationship. And then you also able to experience within others' troubles, others, you know, the way they, whatever they're going through. So it's a normal, but you stay within as is. So then you just break this bubble in you, right? Because if you keep on going that outside, it's just like it's not letting you settle down in your own beingness. And just remember the intense situation is so helpful. It's showing you how to just be within. If you just don't participate in your thought. So the sensitivity is helping you to be in the more. When you standing straight within in your own self.
because I don't want to defend myself now, but just to kind of expose it, it feels like, let's say, I want to go on with my day. I have certain plans or certain things I want to do, and she's going crazy. And then I feel like I can't shut, you know, I have to shut it so that I can do my thing, you know. This is usually why I feel very motivated to fix her then, you know, so that I can get on with whatever I was set.
Yeah, and I feel like I have the opposite problem. I feel like I'm oversensitive. I just react to anything he says, and then I get upset or hurt, and then it spirals on my side and on his side as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's just a both of you. It's like choosing to be within with your own thing. It's not about him, and for you, journey, it's not about her. You already got triggered what she's going through. Because more you staying present, both of you, when you staying present within in this discomfort, because it's just like, see that like in both of you, it's like a same struggle. Same struggle means it's just amplifying this energy. You both struggle. So you both need to just choose to stay within. Even though for you, Tina, like if you are hurt, you stay within, not to, you just cannot just burst outward, right? So when you staying within, at the same time, you don't participate in the mind. It's the same thing when you're participating with him.
yeah, sometimes when I'm very present, I can swallow the pain.
Exactly.
Sometimes, but that's like, it's not very often, but I can do it when I'm very, very present. Then I can feel like it melts into my body.
Yes.
Then oftentimes I'm exploding outwards.
Exactly. It's just like you see that now you're beginning to take the pain back. Right? When you're beginning to take the pain back, it's just, this is this is a possibility you're beginning to earn within yourself. It's not about how many times you're feeling it still.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yes,
like,
yes,
it's
yes.
like how much you're capable to earn now.
I think Masood had his connection yesterday and he was talking about distractions. And I
Mhm,
can see like I'm in all of these different distractions.
mhm,
And then just one small word from him, I'm just like a volcano. And
mhm, mhm.
this is how I experience, like I can see
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this is how
But
it is.
yes, first
Yeah.
is pain.
Mhm.
If the pain means it's not like his presence is painful to you, it's just your own, it's just like your belief gets triggered.
Yes. Mhm, mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
this is where volcano happens. It's like his presence is triggering your belief. But
Mhm.
you see that where is this bubble is in you. So take more steps so you can stay present. So this softens.
You mean the belief, the bubble?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Because who's getting hurt? It's just this belief. I, me,
Yeah.
me. Yeah. And you more and more taking it within this pain is softening you. And then slowly, slowly, you're capable to bring him back into your heart.
Because in so many ways, it seems like we are still stuck in this blame game, you know, now that you're speaking, I'm seeing, and it's not
Yeah. Yeah.
very verbal. You did this to me, but always there is this, she's
Exactly.
responsible for the way I'm feeling, and she feels the same. Like it's not only a volcano, but she may be upset and hurt, making me know that she's upset and hurt because of me, and vice versa. It's always this game of whatever's happening in me is because of the other.
Yeah. But no, it's like a learning more and more, being present within. Because the other person is a mirror, whichever way you perceiving the other person is front of you all the time, right? So whatever bubbles within is just because of this mirror showing you something.
I've heard this from you a million times maybe, but it's still very hard sometimes to.
No. Even now, it's like it's not only when you are triggered.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you already know this issue is keep on happening.
Mm-hmm.
So even in your pleasant time, you don't forget about that issue. Both of you. Because when there is a pleasant time between you, there is a harmony. You don't forget about it. You don't forget about what is troubling both of you. This keeps you both into your own space. And you're learning to be in your own space, even when you are in a harmony. It's like, because when the person is in harmony, person easily step out. Okay, now it's my time, my time, right? So when you come out, and then it's easy to get triggered.
What does it mean to come out, like in terms of relationships?
When you're happy, Just remember your happy time in your relationship. And that moment, the person is already out participating, identifying, because it's pleasant. And then time is unnoticeable. But if you remember in that pleasant time, there's trouble, and then you just keep on being present inside of you. It's like, it's not about you giving her space. It's like, it's not like I,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because I giving her space means you are already one with your I. You're still hoping, you're still trying, you're still, you know, and being is like you bringing your I back within, being present.
And this going out to the relationship, is this where these attachments are? Because as we're speaking now, I'm not like I'm sensing these attachments, you know.
Exactly.
Very like unconscious attachments is what's coming to me.
Because when the relationship is like in a happy mode, it's my time. I want it. I want to enjoy this. I want to, right? It's like the enjoyment is happening when you guys are more impersonal, or being impersonal within, from inside, earned way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in that impersonal way, when you are together, it's like it's a simple harmony within you, between you guys. It's not about my relationship. It's not about my ways. You lose your ways, right? Because it's not about, okay, my ways, or she's interfering, right, in my ways. Because this my ways are in itself is in your way.
Mm.
It's like in a way she's bringing you down. She's breaking your ways. It's like,
Yeah, I'm only really aware now of this unconsciousness of the relationship and the attachments.
that's a good one. Because when there is an attachment, it's like attachment, right? It's just like it's just driving each one of you crazy. Because it's always it gets triggered. And when you are, it's like even being detached, it's like you working within yourself and she's working within herself. It's like in that way you guys are detached to begin with. You guys have to bear with it. Trust each other, trust this losing this kind of a relationship. This is a personal. Yeah. And trust your love for her, and she can trust the love for you. It's like, trusting within, not trusting this way.
Because we had some of those breakings, and it always feels like the relationship is gonna, get broken, or we are gonna lose each other or something. But it's always some, like, later on you notice that something actually lifted off, but it wasn't what I thought it would,
Yeah.
Like the loss was something else.
It's like what you're losing is just this old way of believing about the relationship. It's like old way is attachment to the relationship. It's like old ways, like so many thoughts are saying, okay, she belongs to me, that's it. And she's thinking, okay, he belongs to me only. Like, so much restrictions through the mind. And being together, both of you losing these restrictions. And this is how you are earning to be in a broader space, both of you. You're losing your restrictions, she's losing her restrictions. So many beliefs, so many, which is terrifying. Each time it's terrifying you and her. Okay, this way something can go wrong.
Yeah, even you saying it right now, I feel scared because
Yeah.
we are like stuck together, like gum. We're always together, 24/7, doing everything together, but like there's a lot of attachment in the background.
Yes. Wonderful. It's like, stop here. It's not negative. This is how you are, or he is. It's like, this is where the person is coming from. Person is coming from the attachments, right? Just remember, we are coming with the packages. So both of you have the package of the attachment. And being together, your attachment is just front of your face. Both of you. It's like you cannot get away with your, weakness. Can't. It's intense platform, both of you. But if you're willing to move through it, there is a possibility. So each one of you seeing yourself, though. It's my attachment. And when the attachment is like, as I said, it's a thought. Okay, if you letting this attachment soften, if the attachment is through the thought, it's losing it, it's terrifying you again and again. Oh, okay, this means I'm gonna lose him. Yes, you're gonna lose him. You need to relate with him on a different level.
Because it's like we created a stable ground, and it seems like you're losing this stability or whatever, like I'm seeing now.
Yes.
This safety kind of stability.
Yeah. Because these are the thoughts. These are the beliefs both of you have. You're living in this world, because you are part of this consciousness. So these beliefs it's like when it's You losing that belief it's like you losing your reality, but it's a belief.
Yeah, it feels almost like a cult, you know, like super rigid something, you know.
Say again, please.
It almost feels like a cult. This belief feels like a cult, you know, like a religious cult that feels so strong, and everybody seems to be holding them. And
Yes, it's just like you can't help it. Like this is where you're coming from, and this is where she's coming from. So when you are beginning to open, and that belief system gets threatened, because you never choose to lose each other consciously within, because this practice is like it's like an ongoing practice to lose each other in order to be in the newness. If you don't lose each other within, you don't let yourself be in the newness, and then the oldness is bothering both of you now. A feeling heavy, a feeling like we cannot live like this anymore. It's a wonderful thing though.
and on the other hand, like on one hand is what you're just saying, not being able to live like this. And on the other hand is this belief system is so strong that it feels it has to fit, you know, we have to fit into this belief system, because until you mention it right now, this felt real.
Yeah, it's just like, yes, it's like, just see this both ways. When you losing each other within, there is a possibility, so then you can meet different ways, newness. And same thing in the system, you cannot drag the system with you. You losing the system within. Doesn't matter how strongly it's like your parents, your friend, your society. It's like it doesn't matter how strongly you are connected with it. But if you don't lose it, you cannot be in this newness. Each time, you know, you see how much this person is forgetful. Each time is just losing something is terrifying you. Each time this bubble comes up, okay, you know what about my society? What about this? What about that? What are they gonna think of me? We feel like we're losing this whole system. Yes.
Feels like losing the whole world kind of feeling, you know.
Yes. In order to earn the newness, yes. Yeah. This is where you trust. You trust to lose the system. Yeah. But honor your longing again and again. Because when you have this longing to move beyond the system, and then even the moment you are being terrified with this, losing the system, and then your longing helps. It's like It's like if you have the longing, you have to lose it. There is no other way.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of what it means, like when you were saying earlier that we relate from the outside to each other. And then with this losing, you can actually relate from within to each other, kind of.
Yes, yes, yes. It's like you, both of you, learn to meet from a higher levels. Higher level is not according to your mind. It's like, but not this level. This is just see that like it goes this way.
Mm.
It just goes smooth and goes this way. Goes
Yeah, it's up and
smooth,
down.
it goes this way. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm. Mm. Then when it goes up, you're kind of in an unconscious mode. Then when it starts
Yeah,
going down,
yeah,
you try to
yeah.
fix it.
Yeah,
And then,
exactly. Yeah,
and then she feels exhausted, I feel exhausted, or then we get high and unconscious, and then again fixing. It's always the same kind of
exactly.
up and down.
Yeah, it's like just see that. It's like when you are up, remember the down part. When you are down, remember the up part. It's like just see. So this way, you just know this is just a up and down part, and then you're conscious of both parts equally.
Yeah, I actually even heard her once when she said to me something like, "I really enjoy this time with you," or something, and I said, "I'm already waiting for the downer," you know. And then
Yeah,
she felt like
yeah.
I was trying to.
Yeah, yeah. Not waiting. You already know the down
Yeah,
part
that
as
that was
well.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's just like that way. It's like because any level, when you able to see the split, see the both sides, it's just helping the person to move to the next level.
I feel like I have no idea what this next level is, but my mind is
Exactly.
firing up all kinds of scary
Mm.
scenarios and
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah. Yeah. Next level is, for example, if you're just you losing this level,
Mhm.
right? Absence of this level, which you just know that there is a ups or downs, ups and downs, right? And even in this ups and downs, the person is so much enjoying it because it's becoming, it's been familiar, both of you. This attachment is familiar.
Yes.
This struggle is like with the ups and downs is familiar. Right? And then losing that part is like for you, Tina, it's terrifying you. But just see that again and again, when you move beyond, you always love this beyondness.
Yeah, I never think, oh, I wish I hadn't lost that. But right now,
Exactly. But just learn to move smoothly.
Mm.
Can you
So-
speak, Tina? Yeah.
What do you mean by smoothly? Like not getting sidetracked by fear?
Yeah. Speak again, Tina.
Yes. Can you
Because
see
I
me?
don't see you on the, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so when you are in this, it's like ups, downs, and fear. So for you to include that fear, it's like you don't lose yourself in the fear.
I know I go into the low. That's how I feel. Low.
Exactly. This
this
is your
is where I
weakness,
am.
though. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When you go in the low, you just, it's like there's no energy. There is a, you've been talking about it from years. It's like that part is like, in a way, it's just part of your package. That low part, it's your weakness. So again and again, weaknesses you are conscious of again and again, different ways. At the same time, for you, three things now: ups, downs, and your fear. No need to lose your ground. Fear of losing him. Fear of just being hurt. Fear of this unknown. And just remember, it's like even the moment you are out of this bubble, and stay conscious of this bubble as well. And at the same time, you know that you want to open your heart to him. You know that.
I'm just surprised. I always felt that like this bubble, this is it. This is my reality. But now
Exactly.
it's like you're saying, oh, there's a way.
Yeah.
It's not just this. There's more than this.
Yeah. It's like this is how it is. Like sometimes the person is just whenever it's stuck in something, it's like it just feels like that's it. But you know that it's just, this is a trick. You're not able to relate with the before or after. It's like there is so much more, right? You've been in the more. Many times you've been in the more. And just see that when you are completely one with it, you forget about it. So just see that how tricky it is. It's like in a way you are so trapped with its lie.
Yes, all of it. Low, high,
Mm-hmm.
fear,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
panic also. Yeah.
Yeah. But relate with what you really long for in this relationship. It's like you need to expand your own, it's like in a way, desire what you really want in this relationship. Don't you want to take this relationship to the different level? Yeah. Yeah. So relate with that. And then you'll see it's just, it comes and goes. Because if you don't have that desire where you want to take this relationship to the different level, and then you're struggling with the old, it's like you're familiar with the old, you just go back into it. But if you have a desire, you want to move, you want to take this to a different level. Even for example, you want to bring him into your heart, unconditional way, right? Yes, isn't it that is a higher desire for you?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, I see now there is a different level.
Now you get it? Yes. And just remember, even last talk, we were talking about like for you, you are his ground. You also are his strength. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you are his strength, it's like you need to always desire for the higher levels, higher than before.
Yes, I remember when you told me that, but then I got lost in my own hurt and upset again. So.
Yeah.
And actually the hurt does the opposite, because when she's hurt, she removes her strength from me. And then I immediately start to feel, like I feel her presence in me all the time and the strength she's giving me. But then when she's hurt, she withdraws that strength. And
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Both of you have to bear with it. As you struggle anything, it's like always remember the higher. It's like step by step higher. It's not like, okay, something higher. You know what is higher. As I just reminded you as a Tina, higher is to bring him to your heart. And for you, it's the same, right? For you, the higher is the same. You need to bring her to your heart. The possibility is like step by step, step by step. You know that you want to meet to the higher and higher and higher levels. There is a possibility in both of you.
the beauty that I'm seeing now is that right now she saw the higher, and sometimes I see the higher, and then sometimes
Yes.
we can guide each other like that.
Yeah. Wonderful. It's like it's such a wonderful relationship you guys have. You remember I was telling you one time on the phone, I said, I just really see the possibility in both of you.
Mhm.
You have grown up so much, both of you. And together, like grown up together, like it's like so valuable. But yes, within, it's not like this way. It's she's mine or he's mine. It's not this way. This is our illusion. And this way there is a flow. Because we believe this way maybe it's going to be a flow. So it just have to untie this and being each other, trusting each other regardless. That's what I said to Tina, unconditionally bring him in the heart, unconditionally. You see that, what it means.
Yes, in glimpses, little glimpses.
Yes. It's like in you, Tina, there is like a more capacity than him for now
Mhm.
to let him be.
Mm.
Because just remember from the last connection, you're providing him a space.
Yes, intuitively I can understand that, what you mean by that.
Mhm.
But I
It's
also
just
say,
mhm.
sorry,
Say
like my biggest weakness here is my hurt. Like this is really,
yeah, it's just like just see that like sometimes the person is holding the old hurt in the
Mhm.
mouth, right?
yeah. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. It's just that gets triggered, or that gets. It's like the wind is blowing, and then that is like, oh,
Yes, everything comes up, and then I just
yeah, yeah. So it's okay. Like you just become more conscious of that old hurt, which you're holding on to it. Which is just being reminded in this relationship. It's not about he's gonna hurt you or he's supposed to, or he is hurting you. It's just old hurt is being triggered.
yes, because I know it's not about him. Like other people are hurting me too. I know,
Yeah,
not other people, but that's how I feel. That's so
exactly, exactly,
just hurt all the time.
exactly.
So I remember when you spoke to me on the phone and you were so like sober and rational about it. And I see when I'm this hurt, I'm just not rational at all, or sober, or
Yeah, it's like this old hurt is not letting people grow. It's like it's like people, they just somebody said something right away. It's like, okay, I'm hurt. Close the door,
yes.
rest of the lifetime. I don't want to get hurt. Or if this person has hurt me. It's like just see this is in a way it's very, very childish in the human being.
Yes, because then I even hold grudges against people.
Yeah. It's like it's not
All of
only
that.
you as a human being, it's nature is like that way. Like a 20 years of friendship. Somebody said something, door closed.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't let everything come back to our heart. Our heart can glow in this love. But if the person is so engaged with, okay, hurt, or somebody said something is unfair, that's it, door closed. And then try to open another door. Okay, you know what? I can't learn from here. I need to open another door, right? It's the possibility is in this. It's like that's why it's so beautiful. You both are sharing, even small your hurdles. It's like you see both of you how honest you guys are with each other and how open you guys are.
And actually, I gotta just bring this in now because we are both sharing. You mentioned like right now about her having more capacity, and we just had this talk a few days ago when Tina was telling me that I'm not sensitive enough to even notice the relationship and what's in it, And I don't know whether you meant that by capacity, but I see that I'm very insensitive even to the relationship and to everything that it's around that.
It's like a relationship is not about anything. It's not what is the gain from the relationship. Why I need to stay in the relationship. It's not like you're gonna, there is some kind of a gain is sitting in front of you for about the relationship. It's just relationship can flourish, it can flower, it can just be a fruitful in both sides. The growth is so much in this relationship, because the relationship is like now you, the way she's saying, it's just face to face all the time, 24 hours. this is what is it. It's just the mental ways, like, oh, I'm gonna get something, why we are like, why we have to be in the relationship. Is there any benefit from the relationship?
Like
We
how I
are
feel.
in the relationship. Just see that you are, both of you are in the relationship. It's not about right or wrong. You guys are. And if you are, take it to the higher levels.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like when I'm talking to you, Tina.
Mhm.
Can you come?
Yes. Can
Yeah.
you see me?
Yeah, yes. It's like when I'm talking to you, it's like you have a more capacity
Mhm.
than him. It's like you are more opening, more deepening, more available within. It's like naturally he's landing in you, naturally. It's
So
like
without.
his speed is lessening itself. It's like
Mhm.
he's landing.
Mhm.
He's feeling so safe. He's feeling so open. He's feeling so home,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But otherwise, the belief way is like, okay, he's supposed to do this,
Oh
then
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
feel
yeah, yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
supposed to be like that way, then I will give this. Like,
yeah. He's supposed to be kind. This is
ha,
very,
ha.
very
Yeah,
difficult for me
yeah.
to.
Exactly. So just the way he is, just remember I said, I use the word unconditionally.
Mhm.
Open your heart. So the way he is, he's just coming. It's like more you opening, he's coming back. He's coming home.
Yes, I see. Mm.
Because just remember from the last open talk, it's like in these days, the girls are so thinking the opposite way now. They're thinking, okay, we have to be with our rights, right?
Mm.
So in this beauty is being lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. This beauty to open the heart for him is being lost. Because otherwise the like that how even the boy and girl, they're just crying there for their own rights, their own rights.
Mhm.
I have to have my own rights. I have to have my own right. And the household is in unstable ground. It's like there is nothing to land or trust,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
because we think this is a modern. to fight for the rights. And this is all to open the heart. But first of all, the people does not even know to open the heart is also there's an option, because it's just being lost. But the possibility is in opening the heart. It's not you just giving him a favor, you're giving yourself a favor.
This is so true. So true.
But he's helpful in a way. He's helpful because now it's like you're earning so much through him.
Yeah, even like his big mouth, that's something that I had difficulty accepting. Like it just blurts things out, like says anything, the most inappropriate things. So that's that, but like slowly I'm getting used to that.
But not getting used to is like opening the heart to that. Difficult, yes.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of times I keep on believing that opening my heart is weak, that this is not how it's supposed to be.
It's a
and all of
higher
that.
level, yes. It's like a higher level of beingness. Because it's not you opening the heart only to him. It's like your heart is being open and the relation with this whole world begins to change. But it started from home though.
I see how many times my ego gets triggered.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna tell me what to do, like this kind of idea that I have.
Exactly. Just see that. Just see that, like, for example, you said his big mouth, and then you saw, okay, it's my ego. You see how meaningful it is in this life, you can see it, right?
Yeah.
It's not him, it's just my ego. I can see my ego,
Mhm.
right? So it's just like, otherwise you can't see your ego, because it's like now you can see it because it's so intense. So this relationship is just
Mhm.
like mirrors to each other.
Yes, like that is the place where I'm crying from and making, like all the drama. I know. I know.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful.
And this heart is very small and
Mhm.
subtle. and-
Yeah. That's why when your face is toward that, I like to open my heart. And then your face is toward your heart.
Mm.
You want to open. And yes, for that, your ego is gonna be the loss. Commotion, like as you said, then whole drama goes on. It's gonna be the loss. But this is higher. Opening the heart is higher.
Yes, with your help, there's much more trust in this heart and what you're showing me now. I can see like how much I used to fight in this area in the past, but now
Mhm.
there's more trust.
Yes. Mhm. Mhm. It's like you see that, like the higher levels, not away from us. It's just like we are the one is so plugged into the lower levels, so
Mhm.
plugged into the like attachments, so plugged into that, like my ways, so plugged into it. So it's just this plugging with the lower levels, it's just keeping us away from the higher level.
I will never forget when you had an open talk. It was a few years ago. You talked about making your husband a cup of tea and making it
Talked
the way,
about.
making your husband a cup of tea and
Mm.
making it the way he likes it. I just keep on remembering that, and that, like, if I told that like out loud, people would like lose their minds. You know, what do you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we're forgetting that our household is the foundation of everything. It's like if your house is not in a harmony, then your whole life is not in a harmony. Because you're running away from it. Like, you know, you're just passing your time. Everybody's just so busy with their own things,
Mhm.
right? There's no household. So like it's just coming together is just from the higher levels coming together.
Yes, it's not about his rights or my rights or anyone's rights.
Because you know that like he has his own package, you have your own package, right? You just in this moment you saw there's an ego, there's a you know all this my rights and all that. You saw that, right? He has that too, right? We don't
Yeah.
expect like, okay, I have it, but others shouldn't have it. Right? I can be wrong, but you cannot be wrong. Like we both are human beings. We're making mistakes. We're learning. Every day we're learning. This is our ground. This is to learn, to grow, to take everything to the higher level. Because so much openness, so much acceptance is needed. So much, so much.
Yes, you say this all the time, but then I see, like in this area, my rights, his rights. There was such a hardness, but now
Yeah.
there's so much space.
This is just a modern belief system.
Yes, I always knew this is not it, but then there was no space either. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. In this world, it's like you feel wrong, totally wrong accordingly, right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
This is not something I can even talk about with people, especially with women. You know.
Yeah. But it's like slowly, when you're living, it comes like that. And that way it's helpful. It's like, it's not you speaking, you're living.
Right.
Slowly, your living becomes natural. Because I think so much a person has hurt in the relationship in these days. This modern way is like, okay, I have my right. I have my rights. And he's saying, I have my rights. Even though he's not saying it, my rights. He's not saying it, it's my right, or he doesn't have that issue, my rights. But to see that male has an unstable ground in the household. Doesn't feel safe, doesn't feel together. Okay? Yeah.
That's actually quite an issue for me. Like whenever I feel it's not stable, everything else is falling apart. I can't focus, or like everything else is secondary.
Yeah.
And she knows that, because whenever there is something, I say, okay, we have to sit with this now, because I can't do anything else. I don't even want to do something else if I feel I'm, one leg limping with one leg.
Yeah. That's very well said.
So that's why I don't know how others function. Like even when people tell me, "Oh, Tina is not working. Why is she not working on her job?" I said, I don't want her to have a job to be scattered and be outside. I want her home to keep some kind of stableness, because this is some kind of very meaningful, I think, having this kind of stability from her.
But even like outside, you only being affected by the outer when you're on. There is an agenda between both of you, though, right? When there is an agenda between both of you, then you're being affected by outer.
Like, for example?
Yeah, it's just like the way what you said, even about people says, okay, why she's not working or something. It's just like, it's not about this topic, but I'm saying that any topic. It's like because inside of you, you're feeling insecure already.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anything that is out
exactly.
of
And when you're feeling insecure, then the outer is affecting you more. And when you're feeling so secure, it's like she has this ground for you. It's like you can just lay your head, you can just lay yourself in it. Right? Unconditionally. It's such a different feeling to it.
But only kind of if it's unconditional, because if there's any kind of condition, there's always pressure, and it's always gets.
Yeah, it's just like, just see that journey. It's like both of you are earning every day. Every day. You guys earning, learning, right? It's like you don't expect complete unconditionalness at this moment. At this moment, whatever condition you see, it's like, yes, right away, right? And this is helping you. And then tomorrow, maybe something else gonna pop up in her or in you. Again. So it's just like this kind of openness is needed, that we are together, we're gonna move, we're gonna progress in this, not expectations. Yeah. But she got it, like now she's talking like, yes, there's a possibility for that. Yeah. And you honor that how open she is.
No, I'm definitely aware of that, and I'm actually
Yeah.
cherishing that a lot.
Yeah, it's
It's
like,
not
so you lay
common.
your head in this moment in her, the way she is, how much she's willing, how much she's opening, how much she's admitting, right?
I know it's not small.
Yeah, but not as a thought, just
Mm.
land your, it's like a land in it. It's like lay your head in it.
Mm. Yeah, it's the opposite of relating to her through the surface with this.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's just like, see that, like the moment you're coming down and her beauty is touching you, her beingness with you is touching you, softening you, bringing you down.
mm, yes. Yeah. I notice the slowing down in that. Like I see the running now, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like, just remember, I told her, like, you're providing him a ground, right? But you also need to know that she is your ground. She's your home. She is your love, where you can lay everything. You also don't need to forget what I was reminding her. It's like, just see that like a new ways we are suffering. We are just so much suffering because of this belief system. It's just telling us so differently.
Yeah, I've been noticing that, like the running that we all go through.
Yeah. Yeah.
In search of this ground.
Yeah. And more you're arriving back home. She's your home. It's just like it's like you see that your living is every day is a different, changing. You don't want to run outward. You want to come back home.
I definitely am relating with the suffering right now, like this running, searching for a home.
Exactly. Like, yeah, 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 yeah. It's like the possibility to grow more is from this. When we are in our homes, we are safe, we are so mature. And then the desire to grow comes more, right? Because that is kind of a way, it's just complete. Even if this is not complete, then person is just struggling, person is being distracted in this, looking for something stable somewhere else, right? So everything happens here, wherever your home is. It's like, this is your home. The expectations are like, I'm supposed to feel certain ways, right? When that is not happening and the person goes into the boredom.
Mm.
Yeah, and then that boredom is just again running outward.
Mm.
Yeah, looking for something, entertainment or something.
Mhm.
But these feelings are same. It's just at the superficial level. So even when this boredom comes, it's just like, see that it's a trick. It's already trying to kick you out.
Yeah, I was seeing that, yeah. But it's very ingrained, this boredom or feeling too plain or something like that in this.
Yeah.
Mm. I see like a weakness even in men and in my generation as well, you know.
Yeah. This is so much is happening, like the boredom.
Mm.
It's like even from early age, the child is bored, right?
Mm.
And it's just like then it becomes ugly and ugly and ugly, like,
Mm.
this boredom. And then person is so much again and again, okay, that's it. I'm bored with this toy and let's play with another one,
Mm.
right? And person is just going shamelessly, even one relationship to another relationship, one to another, because it's just like, it's not seeing it like that. It's just even this one little boredom thing is just tossing the person around,
Yeah.
because person expecting something lovelier, better, feelable, tangible, like, something is like can entertain the mind all the time. So just see that this is such an illusion, but we are trapped into it. That we're supposed to feel certain ways.
Mm.
The love is not always feelable.
Yeah, there are so many angles to this running actually. Like one is that it's like a habit and a muscle of wanting to relate with something like this. And then the boredom is another huge boredom. And even as I was saying earlier, this lack of sensitivity or immaturity, that's what I was pointing to with when I said that I don't really appreciate that. That was kind of the idea, because you just kind of dismiss this home very lightheartedly, as you were saying, without shame. Like definitely like an immaturity in the way I am like in this.
You see that? Like,
Yeah.
this is so meaningful that you can see that. If you can see that, then another thing is you can be present in that.
Just glimpses. in and out of this awareness.
Yeah. That's enough. To be present.
Mm. Yeah, because I see like on one side, men are kind of lacking the home, but then women are lacking the presence in the home. And I see this both sides now.
Both. Yes. Yeah.
Because earlier you were telling to Tina her limitations, and I was kind of wondering what's mine, and now I see this presence and this immaturity.
Yeah.
Lack of presence, I mean.
Yeah.
You see this presence is bringing you down, right? And even the distractions are part of this. I see like this running away is almost bigger than me, kind of from every angle. Boredom, distractions.
Yeah.
Every angle it's coming.
That's so meaningful. It's like a more and more coming back home. It's just like then there is a more to be in. There is a more you can experience, more to open to, even like, because when the person is running as you saying it's like it's unable to be in the more, right? So that's why we're not in the growth, and we're not in the growing way, because we're running outward as a human being, because the inside is really so much boredom
A lot.
in your own self, or even in the household, or either way. Yeah.
Even on a very superficial level, we've been noticing that Tina starts talking something to me, and immediately I start yawning and clearing my eyes and feeling
Yeah.
kind of sleepy.
Yeah. So you just see that like the
Mm.
other person is already like the way you are, you're already withdrawing.
Mm.
Right? When you're withdrawing, you're not present. You're not even willing to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, it's really big. I'm not trying to make a drama out of it, but I see it's like a huge muscle, this running out.
Yeah.
Just give me something exciting, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, what is immaturity? I'm coming back home later,
Mm.
Mm. And I'm being kind of reminded of what you said at the beginning, to relate with the higher, even in this, like that, so that you actually see that from because it's similar to what Tina was saying before. Otherwise, this feels everything. It feels like it's just that, this running and this boredom.
Mm. It's like the boredom is like looking for something instead of being in whatever there is. For example, you're not liking the way she is, but for you, there's so much to be in, so much to be in. But because of you don't like it, you just close the door and run away. So just see that it's like a disliking is not letting you grow, not letting you be softened, not letting you be connected.
Mm.
Yeah. But again and again, for both of you, you set your goal, how you want to be in the relationship. Don't you want to open your heart to her unconditionally?
Yeah.
And listening to her. It's not you listening. Again, I told to Tina, even for you, it's like when you're listening to her, you're not giving her a favor. You giving favor to yourself. You're learning how to listen, how to hear her.
Yeah, because I see now like this hearing is coming only after I'm in myself. Like I have to be in myself to listen to her even. And otherwise she's speaking and I'm somewhere else, way out there.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a you when you really want to open your heart to her. It's like you also. It's like you need to be honest with your word, right? Then you make it happen. And when you're out there, you're not separate from this word. And don't forget ever that you have decided something. And this removes you from the superficialness. When you're standing in your own word, it's not just a word, it's not just saying it. You're making it happen day and night. And that way, she also knows to trust you because you are working with it day and night. And just see that if you're just saying it, and then next moment you're not even there with that word, she also confused.
Definitely.
So it's both ways. You just earn this.
But it is a learning because I see what you're saying. I know about, being loose with the words and not, even when, as I said it, part of me felt like I wasn't super straight,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just that I can't force myself and
It makes you straight. That if you're standing in your word, you're not letting yourself forget about it. Of course, your system wants to forget about it, but now you choose. You don't want to forget about it. You want to make it happen.
Yeah, it's for a moment I saw what you were referring to, the modern days. And I saw how these words don't mean much in the modern days. And I saw like a way of trying to get away from what I said. Kind of it's just a word, or you just promise something, it's not a big deal, but I see it's again something we lost.
Yeah. So just see that like it's like anything you promise, you have to make it happen. Anything. You're probably like in a small thing. Right? It's like you don't let the excuses to crawl in. that makes you immature, that makes you irresponsible, that won't let you be straight in your own self, because you just be fooling. It's like, okay, because I couldn't. Yeah. I think there is a phrase like our saying is like be a man of your word, something like that. Yeah. So yes, don't forget what you are. You have promised her something. And just see that, like how much is helping you to be straight.
I see what you mean, and it's also hitting me how we don't have any examples of that in the world. Somebody that you could kind of relate with this quality that you just said.
Yeah. But
it's totally,
now you know that. You know that. Yes. Because those tricks and twists, the male is thinking, okay, I can get away with my wife, right? But it's not you getting away with your wife. It's like you getting away with yourself. It's like you're not letting yourself be. You're not being in your own male energy.
And of course, even she knows it. It's not like you can hide it.
It's like you're earning the straightness is like a more and more you're aligned in your own self, right?
I'm not thinking.
You see, it makes sense to the system. It makes sense to the what you are.
Yeah, of course. Like the opposite of what I'm feeling now is like fantasy. Whatever is not, this straightness feels just a fantasy, total disconnect.
And now you see that, like both of you talking about the relationship, but how much you're learning about yourself. She's learning her feminine, and you're learning your masculine, right? Yeah.
It's an extremely useful open talk.
And again, I admire both of your openness. It's not only helping individually, both of you, it's helping everyone, whoever able to relate with it.
It's never easy to come and speak like this, but then I feel glad that I
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
it
do
takes
that.
a lot. Like that's what I'm so happy for, your
Mm.
openness to be whatever you are, so openly presenting. Because this is not your or his problem. It's a society is like that. How much people are suffering from their relationships.
Yeah.
We don't need to unnecessarily suffer.
To me, it feels valuable from the start. That's why I messaged Mark. It felt like we really need to share and to kind of talk about these things. And also because it's very valuable. Each time we talk this with you, it's always well worth it.
Even for me, it's like I always was talking about the same way like before, but now is more expanded way because I am in the relationship. It's like I can talk much more because I'm more aware of, more conscious in everyday's experience. Is so much value to be in this. It's like it's like nothing is new to me, but at the same time is so much new. But thank you, both of you. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Journal.